It's not rocket science. It's pretty basic. And when the Attorney General gets on the air and says, I need to fulfill a mission, we're not having staffing problems, quite frankly, that's not the people of Guam's biggest problem in terms of regulation of lawyers.
Attorney Jay Arriola clapping back at the Guam Attorney General Doug Moylan. As we previously reported, Moylan asking the legislature last month to amend Guam law to allow his attorneys to remain in private practice to boost hiring efforts. The Guam Bar Association rejecting that proposal after a majority of its members in a survey disagreed with his request.
The general contends that this is the way the law always was. We've always had private prosecutors, and so he's just going back to the way it was in order to fulfill a staffing pattern and a need for human resources in his office. That is an incorrect statement of the law. That's a misstatement of the law.
Arriola says the law is very clear that the Attorney General is prohibited specifically from engaging in private practice outside of representing the government and the people.
I think all of the Guam lawyers who responded set forth some pretty basic tenets of the law, that we don't have private prosecutors because of inherent conflicts of interest. Does anybody see a conflict there? That one day he's sitting at that table prosecuting defendants, the next day he's asking for his client's bail.
Arriola, also a board member, pointing out with more than half of the lawyers in the AG's office leaving since he took office, it's a management problem.
I think if they take a closer look at his contracts, look what it says. They will do these services in the sole discretion of the Attorney General. Sounds like you're a hired hatchet man. Hired hatchet man. I will tell you what to prosecute, what not to prosecute. And like he says, if you don't like it, out the door.
He adds it's not on the legislature to accommodate one attorney general and hopes they see through his smokescreen.
There's a reason they're leaving. It's not because of pay. It is not because of pay. If the public defenders getting paid 15% less can have their full staff, all locally based lawyers. There, I think maybe one or two temporary lawyers. One or two temporary lawyers who are not, under the realm of the general. It's a management problem. And it is not the legislature's problem to change the laws on Guam to accommodate this one general.